Good day, everybody. Rob here at WesternPacificWeather.com. Currently rated around 1200 local or Japan Standard Time. That's right around 03 Zulu. And speaking of 03 Zulu, the 03 Zulu warning for 13 Whiskey here at Malakas has put it on its final warning from JTWC. Moving off to the northeast here. The storm is going extra tropical right now. Did see CPA this morning here in the Kanto Plain. Saw some gusty winds out there. A lot of good wave action along the harbor here in Tokyo Bay. So a lot of trash right along the sides of the harbor, but that's really the most damage, I guess you would say, that I saw out of the system. Did see a peak wind right around 50 knots. You can see right here, put out by Noak Yokosuka here. Showing a peak wind of 51 knots at 07:13 a.m. this morning. So actually CPA was scheduled at 23 Zulu, so that would be at 07 Japan Standard Time. So a really good call from JTWC, pinpointing the exact time of this right in here. And also do want to know the maximum average was at 43 knots. So did see tropical storm force winds here on the Kanto Plain. This station actually is a couple hundred feet above sea level, so less friction up there. The lack of funneling as well. So did see maximum sustained wind here in the Kanto Plain. So overall, that wind swath did go out pretty far. And here showing the last few frames from radar on JMA here. One frame is missing, just FYI, you're going to see that blink out. But basically the storm is moving off to the northeast right now. Clear skies coming in behind it. Actually really good news for much of Japan, from Okinawa all the way up to Hokkaido. Let's go back to the IR picture here. And as this system moves off to the northeast, high pressure is going to be ridging behind it. And this thing's sucking up all the moisture, all the haze, and bringing a lot of cold air vection down from the north. Actually, you can see by these cloud streets on here that it's coming up from the north over the Sea of Japan here, so definitely bringing a lot of cold air advection and much cooler temperatures all the way through here. Even down in Okinawa, seeing a lot of cooler temperatures as the system moves off to the northeast. Here in actually the Kanto Plain, we did see about a 20-degree drop since yesterday as the storm started moving off. So definitely good news throughout much of the area. Also, high pressure is dominating much of the Western Pacific from behind the storm right now, and cooler temperatures as well coming in behind the storm as cold air advection is going to be starting to move over Honshu. Now, what I'm saying by cold air advection, though, is basically a horizontal transport of air moving in behind this. And that can be indicated by a thickness chart shown here. Basically, you have these are the temperature, and this is the pressure rate in here. So you're showing basically a northerly wind with the temperature and gradient rate in here. So it's right at the head of here, you're going to start to see a cold front develop, and up here a warm front. And actually, if we go back to the IR picture, you can kind of see that showing the cold front develop in the last few frames right in here, and a warm front up here to the north. So this storm is going extra tropical, and that is likely why JTWC has put the final warning out on this. Now, it does not take away the significance of the storm. The storm is still expected to deepen as it moves off to the northeast here. It does have upper level support, but it's becoming more of a baroclinic system vice a warm core low. Now that we are talking about the final warning from JTWC here, did see CPA this morning around 24-23 Zulu to the Tokyo here. Storm is currently still a typhoon strength, but expecting that to weaken overall at the center core of the system. Winds are going to start to spread out from the center of the system, and still going to see tropical storm force winds farther north, but it is definitely not going to be a warm core, more of a core low with advection and fronts developing off of the system. And also looking at this chart here developed by KMA, showing a gradient dipping down right here to the south. That's basically indicating that a cold front is starting to develop off of the system. And also we have a slight gradient pushing out to the west, or excuse me, the east here, also showing a warm front developing. So this system, another indication that it is going extratropical here. Now, looking out to the future here, actually, this is a thickness chart for the 30th of September, showing a low developing here on a no gaps, and CMC models also picking on us this just to the east of the Philippines. So something to watch out into the future here. But until the 30th, it looks like we actually get a break here with this system. Now, showing the entire Pacific Ocean right now, I'm showing you this because as this system begins to move off to the northeast, all models, no gaps and GFS alike, are taking this system to the northeast as lows typically track, and it's going to be making landfall along the Alaskan and British Columbia coast as it follows this area of low pressure up here. Actually, it looks like it's going to deepen all the way down to about 970, 980 millibar low. So a pretty strong low pressure system making landfall up here along the British Columbia coast and possibly the Northwest Pacific. So something to watch here in the days to come out to the early October, late September, early October here as this low begins to move off into that general direction. Now, thank you everybody for listening to WesternPacificWeather.com here. Enjoy your weekend, especially out here in Japan and Korea with some much cooler temperatures. Actually, get out there and do some stuff today. And also, if you have any questions, though, you can field them to me on storm2k.org or also via email here. So enjoy your weekend, everybody, and have a great day.